don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hey guys, we are back for another video. Before we get into this video, I do need you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you enable the bell notification. If you have not, this will notify you when new videos are uploaded. So let's jump right into the video. So we're going to get right into Married to Medicine. Now, I'm hopefully by now you guys all saw the episode. Of course, it was a funeral, and the funeral. I can't talk. The funeral was centered around Quad. So basically, what she stated that it seems that her friends were burying her, and burying a person in this sense just meant that they were coming against her, to say. So that was her analogy in the entire funeral situation where you saw Quad in the coffin, whatever. So we saw that. So we want to keep that at the forefront of our thoughts. But what I want to get into is a live that the ladies did together, which Phaedraparks was actually the one that was initiating the live. And I want you guys to listen to what the ladies had to say about Quad. Because I spoke about this before. They are trying to, well, I shouldn't say they are trying to. It was a situation with Quad just not being able to get along with the ladies. Keep in mind with this Married to Medicine group, what I like about this group is they're really friends. So they wanted to keep the group as such. And they just stated that Quad just wasn't pretty much, she wasn't a friend, and she really only came around when it was beneficial to her. Otherwise, they stated, she really wouldn't even pick up the phone or call them or return a call when they would call her. And you saw that on the episode. So before I give more of this away, let's jump into this quick live, and then we're going to come back to talk about this.
So, okay, so if I can be as honest as I'm being honest with you, we didn't feel like your conversation, your take it or leave it, was directed to Toya. It sounded as if it was it was uniform. Everybody could take it or leave. I hear you now, but at the moment that you said that, it sounded as if we had to accept you, and it didn't feel good.
Did you cuss, Jackie? Did you say what you said?
No, I think she said, and then made it silent. Yeah. But I hear, but let me address what Jackie is saying. I hear you. I am not going to discount or discredit what you're saying. Okay, but that was not for you all. I felt like it was basically, to me, if I have already did the process of elimination, then the person who was giving me the refusal or the rejection, then that would have been common sense that I was speaking to that person. I was not.
So the communication style had to be off because everybody sitting in those benches felt the same thing. So you did not articulate it well enough for us to receive it that way. So we all felt the same way. So it was obviously your communication that was.
Well, it was a lot going on. So you probably did miss what I was trying to convey. It was a lot going on. I didn't expect for a number of things to transpire that did. So you know what? Maybe there was a moment where the clarity was not there. But I'm making it clear now that was not for you all.
Right. No, and I get it now, but I will tell you, for now and the rest of the season, it felt like, and even now you're saying you didn't expect it. You had to expect some pushback.
Not from you all, because we didn't have a problem. When we left the reunion, we didn't have a challenge. We didn't have any issues. You, Heavenly, and Jada had began to do your Heavenly University thing and your speaking engagement. And so I was feeling like, well, they're doing their thing. Doesn't mean that they don't like me. Doesn't mean that we're against each other. I'm just telling you how I looked at it. Right? So I'm thinking about doing your thing, and so I'm not taking offense to that. I'm not offended at all. I'm doing my thing. I'm going out. I'm traveling. I'm just doing me. Not saying that I'm against you all, but I'm just doing me. What is wrong with me doing me? Nothing. If you guys want to travel, I don't charge you guys for wanting to travel and do your thing. That's your business. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
Everybody in this
why?
chat keeps saying I want a problem. I don't want a problem. Well, we are not
Who
going
wants a problem?
That's what somebody in the chat is saying. However, what I can't talk about is even when we got ready to start filming, we wanted to hear and connect, and we didn't.
Okay,
And
well
so
then,
that,
Jackie, you are the one, and never the two, babe. I'm so happy we talked about filming. So the reason why I didn't come on board in terms of filming,
I'm not talking about coming on board.
but did you say the word filming? So
let's
talk about this filming.
I don't want you to break any fourth wall.
Guys, y'all
But
getting this kind of
but
dark. I like my shit to be funny.
People have to understand, because I never meant to mistreat you all. I'm telling you, I don't give a damn who's watching me right now. I never meant to mistreat you all, and I'm not gonna let somebody put that on me. If we're gonna talk about filming, let's talk about truly what happened. They already know anyway. They sat there and they knew that I had not signed my contract, because they knew that there were some other things that I was trying to work out concerning the contract.
Right.
It was never
everybody in the chat keeps saying, I don't want to understand. I want you to understand that is how we felt. I felt. I'm going to speak for myself. I can't speak for the other ladies. Right. At that time, misunderstood, misconstrued, whatever was missing at the time, it was still missing. And I don't want you to feel like it was a ploy to attack Quad. We all misunderstood each other.
Okay, Jackie. What I'm saying to you, it was never. Let me, Phaedra.
I will, baby. I will.
Let me do this.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of people trying to misconstrue my actions. It's not going to happen anymore.
I think we should move on. I really do. I really think we should let this go, because I think we're not gonna get anywhere with this, right?
Yeah,
Everybody's feeling how they feel.
But
so we're gonna let Phaedra move on, Quad. We're not gonna go into this because we got a whole reunion. We ain't gonna do all of this.
Yeah,
Phaedra, what you want to say?
Well, no, what I'm saying is I'm getting a notice that I have to cut this live.
You know what I'm saying is, it was never against you guys. And that's what I want to say.
I get it.
That. We received that.
We understand that. We believe it.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy the live tonight. I think we had very interesting and intriguing conversation. We are all sisters at the end of the day. We are four powerful, beautiful Black women, courageous in everything we do. We sometimes don't read the room right. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we don't. But at the end of the day, we are Black women. We're going to stand together. We're going to make this thing work. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you, ladies.
I love you.
I want you all to have a good time. I didn't want it to go too dark. I didn't want to get it, negative or whatever. Just have a good time.
Quad, I love you. I love you, Jackie. I love you, crazy ass heavenly.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking me to the funeral home. And then I left there with some chicken and collard greens, and a little piece of ham and a little
some
piece of
red velvet cake.
So did. You treated us like some Black folks. You did. We did a good job. Thank you for that. And we got to fighting in your funeral home, and I want to apologize to you for that.
I appreciate that, because y'all didn't they didn't get to see everything, but it got quite heated. I was afraid at a few moments. I thought I was going to have to call in up security. But I love you ladies, and we're going to make this work, okay?
All right,
okay,
y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Miss Quad, okay.
Okay, sweetheart.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye.
Bye, lovelies.
I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Good night.
So let's get into our thoughts here. So pretty much after you watch that video clip, what you should have arrived to, but everybody's thinking is different. The conclusion I came to is Quad Webb does not like to take responsibility for her actions. And I'm going to tell you why. I've been watching Married to Medicine from episode 1. And I have never saw this lady take responsibility. If you guys recall, when her and Mariah had that big blow up, Mariah was pretty much stating that she had brought Quad on the show, which she did. Quad wouldn't even give her credit for that. So it just seems like in every situation, she never takes responsibility, but ultimately she wants to become the victim. What these ladies have stated about Quad, which seems to be pretty accurate by how she acts. She appears to kind of put herself in a light as if she's more than the ladies that's on the show. If you guys recall, she would always reference herself as a single woman who's doing the same thing that they're doing. So what she's doing is she's bringing herself above them as if they're not on the same level as her. Another thing that she does, we talked about the not taking responsibility for her actions. What they have stated about Quad is they do not, well, I'm going to go with Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie has stated that she will call Quad, but Quad would never call back until maybe 6 weeks later. So what that would indicate is she would probably call back around the time that is time for them to go back or start filming the show. But it looks like what they are trying to develop is a real friendship. And you'll hear Dr. Simone say it, I believe, on the next episode, where they're pretty much saying that Quad is a friend of convenience. And we heard Mariah say that as well. But from what I'm getting is that Quad turns these situations around to make herself the victim. And again, I'm saying this because I saw her in multiple situations where she not only does not take accountability, but she becomes a victim. And I'm going to say that because she starts with this spiel like, I'm not going to let you guys turn this around. So it's kind of a repeated thing with her. So I'm just wondering, what would be her fate on this show? I know some of the concerns from the other ladies is this is Married to Medicine, and we understand that Quad has divorced or has been in a divorce, but who is she dating? Usually, people date, but you don't want to bring that person on the show. So that has been one of the concerns of this cast about Quad. And that's why this season you'll see her actually date somebody that she claims that she's no longer dating. So as far as Quad's future on this show, I don't know. She may even go down to a friend of, because keep in mind this group is they're actually real friends, unlike a lot of the other reality shows that we watch on TV. Those ladies are not real friends, but these ladies are real friends. And again, one of the issues they have with Quad is she's just not a friend. She is really a co-worker, and that is one of the issues they have. They actually want a close-knit group of doctors. Well, we know Quad is no longer married to a doctor, which is the reason why they went back and got Sweet Tea on the show, because they knew she was actually going to marry Dr. G. So I don't know about Quad's fate on this cast. If you guys notice this, for this season, she missed a bunch of episodes. When they're not on those episodes, they're not paid. So she had to go through quite the negotiation to actually be able to keep her job. But I don't know. I feel like she may be downgraded to a friend of until she maybe gets into a relationship or something. Because again, this show is Married to Medicine. It's about couples. I know, we have Phaedra on the show, but Phaedra has not been on the show either season after season, and no man in sight. So you guys let me know what y'all think in the comments with regard to this show in this particular situation. And I will respond to you guys in the comments. See you in the next video.